Good morning, my friends. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts. You guys, let's try something different today. It's Watercolor Wednesday. I am so glad you're here. I want to try something different. I want to play, I've seen this technique and it's nothing major, groundbreaking. Tons of people have done it and I've just never played with it. So I wanted to try it and have been wanting to try it. So let's play a little bit today with bubbles and watercolor. So I want to see what I can get and what we can be inspired to make. And yeah, just have some fun. Since we're doing a water journal, my ocean journal here, I thought it might be fun to create some pages to go in here as well. So I've got some mixed media paper. I've got some liquid hand soap in some water, a straw. I'm not drinking it. Don't drink it. And then we've got some watercolors. So let's just play. Let's make some bubbles and see what we can do. Shoot, I wanted to use, I forgot to get something to scoop up my bubbles with. I think I have something actually right here. I think I could use these. So let's make some bubbles and see what we can do. Pretty sure this is the fun part. This is where we try to scoop them up and put them on the paper. Now I've heard that you can use different things in the water and the bubbles to make them last longer and be stronger, but I forgot to remember what those were. So we're just going to play with it as it is. Get my brush wet. I think I can probably still use this water. I'm going to use some indigo. I'm going to try, it might pop before I get there. Let's see what we can do. I don't care if I have to do this in sections either. I'm going to just have some fun with it, you know? Let's see what happens. Why not? Why not? It'll be fun. Get the color in there. Let it pop. Let it do its thing. See what happens. We'll put other colors in there too. I have no expectations. Just fun. Just for fun. See if we can get something. Oh, but if I put my brush in the same water, it's just going to have that color, won't it? Can I just scoop that over on there? Look at that. Ah, it's going to go back in the bowl. All right, well, let's put some purple in there. Maybe that won't work. Maybe I have to read some instructions. Maybe I used the wrong soap. Does it have to be dish soap? Does it matter? Doesn't matter. Look, it's all rolling off. Does it matter what kind of soap? Maybe. We're going to try some dish soap. Hang tight. Alright, y'all. I've got some Dawn dish soap now. And I've got another container of water for my paintbrush so I can dip it. Let's see what we can do with this. Think the bubbles will last longer? Think they'll stay on my paper at all? I don't know. They do seem stronger. Somebody's got some ideas here. You can scream out to me, but we're just going to have some fun and play. So, you know, like I said, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I mean, I've seen other people do it. It works. If it doesn't work for me, though. See, it's already working better. See how the color is just going down into the bubbles and it's leaving lines on there. It's we'll just go lightly. We'll do it again. Put bubbles in another spot. Please forgive me if my head or my face is in the way. Alright, let's put some color. Look how that just travels in those bubbles. That's so cool. Look at that. That's neat. That's really neat. Put some over here. Isn't that cool, you guys? Let's get some of that water in there. I want to drop lots of different colors. Blues and purples. And see how that works. Then I'm going to take the dryer and I think I'm going to dry this and then I'm going to try it again, see if how it layers. Maybe not. Alright, so that's being impatient, and it did spread things and it didn't quite go how I'd want it to, which is fine because we're learning. I'm going to dab this, but I'm also going to set this one aside to dry a little bit and come back to it. So, because I don't want it to be wet when we work with it. So, oops, I'm going to dry that up a little bit too. This is the other one we did a minute ago with the hand soap. So the hand soap is a bust. This dish soap makes better bubbles. And that makes sense, you know, as we use them. So let's try this one again. Let's see if I can get paint on this faster before it all pops, yeah? Instead of popping it all, let's see what we can do. And I'm going to be patient with it this time. I'm not going to try to dry it. We'll just set it aside and let it dry on its own. So I think I have to have my paint pretty wet before I try to dig into it, because it's popping way too quickly. That's really pretty. Just want to put more color in there if I can. Alright, so we're going to set this one aside. That's all I'm going to do to it for right now. I'm going to come back to that. We'll let that one dry while we play with another one. I think that's going to be key, is letting it dry. Also, I gotta figure out how to keep these bubbles from popping so quickly. I wonder if it's the soap. I don't know. I think it's the wetness of my paint is definitely a factor. How it does or doesn't get into the bubbles right away. Come on. Not trying to pop them as I go, just trying to add color. pretty wet by now. Experimenting. Experimenting is fun, you guys. If you haven't played with different techniques and stuff, you really should. I really recommend it. Let's put some indigo in there and see if that does anything. I'm hoping it'll stain the paper different colors in kind of bubble formation. That's the desired effect. Whether I get that or not, we'll see. All right, we're going to set this one aside while it finishes up the bubbles. And you can see underneath, look at that. You can see the design underneath. Now hopefully it will work and that it'll pop and dry just like that. I'll show you in just a little bit. The blue one is turning out kind of cool. Let's go ahead and get another one and keep playing while we wait for those. This one is sliding off the paper here. I gotta make sure it's level. I don't know how to make sure it's level. Boop. Without messing something else up. Let's see here. Let's put that one there. Shoot. Sorry guys, I should have got a level spot here. There's one. Just open the drawer, you'll find something. Okay. I'm going to try this time with smaller bubbles. And spread them out if I can. Maybe I'm going for too large of bubbles. Let's just use a few this time. Maybe I should have wet my paint first. Probably. Because this isn't going to go anywhere if they're all popped first. But we'll try again. I wanted to use this iridescent sapphire color. Be beautiful for bubbly coloration. Let's try this again. Hey, if nothing else, we get to have fun blowing bubbles. Did you guys get in trouble as a kid blowing bubbles in your drink? I always did. I always got in trouble. It's so rude. So let's put some color there. This iridescent has obviously an iridescent tone to it, so it might do something cool on that paper. If I can get it to actually come up. It's not wetting very well. But you can see the tiny bubbles leaving a print on that paper back there. That's kind of neat. Oh, but I can't seem to get it to wet. Drop some purple in there. And maybe some indigo. Actually, let's try some Payne's blue-gray. See what happens there. How fun, right? Okay, so this is making some really cool design underneath the bubbles, you can see. So I'm going to set this one aside now. We'll do another one. We're just going to let these dry. I've got the ceiling fan on, so hopefully that'll help a little bit to get them to pop and dry up faster. I think once they get to a certain point, I can probably make that happen faster. But we're going to do layers so that it'll have multiple colors. I want to fill the paper up with design and beauty. I'm finding that it seems like it needs a little bit of the small bubbles and the big bubbles to make a cool design. I love how these colors just kind of spread through there. I think I'm accidentally picking up different colors each time here, which is fine. Ooh. See if we can get some of this color in there. That's beautiful. Wow, look at that. This one's popping faster, but you can see the design already on the paper. Can you see that? Wow. Some of it's on there long enough, it'll stay. Look how cool that is. I'm wondering too if part of it is like maybe the weight of the pigments that are in the paint. I'm going to get them a little bit more wet so that they're easier to work with when I'm ready for them. Especially that sapphire. Really want that. Get that marine blue. I'm just going to get all of these wet right here. Just put some water in there. We'll be all ready to work with all the blues. Maybe even this green. I've got an iridescent jade color here. Knowing that other iridescent was difficult, let's put a little extra water in there. All right, let's set this aside. Gorgeous. I've got a couple more pieces of paper. By the time we're done with these, we should be able to rotate back to the other and start working on those again. Fun experiment on Watercolor Wednesday. You guys, I've got some friends that are doing watercolor. Check out the hashtag. I've got, I want you guys to all go check out Okie Dokie Forest. That's Amy. She is doing some amazing things on her channel. You guys, she is a talented, talented artist. I don't care what she says. She's only got like less than 400 subscribers. She really deserves more than that. I really highly recommend you go check her out. She does a lot of really fun things. She's very, I don't know how to explain her style, but she's got such a really cool imagination. She does like forest creatures and fairies and stuff like that, but then she's a very great at realistic stuff too. She's just so talented. Go check her out. Please go check her out. She just deserves so much better and so much more. Not better, I mean, she deserves more, for sure. She's really great at what she does. And I know you guys will enjoy her. Even if it's not your thing, maybe she can inspire you. You know, her talent is just beyond measure. I really think that she should be a children's book illustrator. I can totally see her pictures and they come to life in front of you. It's so cool. The one she posted today was just so, it just made me smile the whole way through it. And there's so much negativity out there. It would be so nice to just, you know, bring smiles to people's faces. And I know you'll enjoy her. Please go check her out. Am I begging? No. Yes. Go check her out. I promise. I promise. You can come back and tell me what you think of her. If I'm wrong, tell me. But I'm not. I'm not wrong. Go check her out. You'll be amazed. You will be amazed. Somehow I keep popping these before I'm ready. We're going to put more on this one because it just didn't, I don't even think this paper got wet. Come on, green. There. some green in there. Look at that. There's some purple. Some of it did stick. Some of the iridescent. Some of the iridescent did stick. But we're going to do this one again. So Amy is my shout out today. She's a lot of fun. And I know you'll appreciate her. All right, let's get some other color in here. How about some blue? It's going away too quickly. Look how fun those colors are, though. See if I can get it to stop sliding. It's sliding off my paper a little bit. Sorry if I get out of frame here. I'm trying to come back to it. This was my last one, so we're going to go back to some of those other papers. Make sure they're dry. I know this one is dry. That's that first one we did with the dish soap. This is the one we did with the hand soap, and it's dry, so we can try this one again. Ooh, that's interesting. It's gritty. I wonder if that's the minerals in the paint, or if that's something to do with the soap. I don't know, but it's a little gritty. Crazy. See what else we can get on here. See if we can make it better. Better than it ever was. That's a song, right? Somebody sing that song. What's that song called? Boop, boop, boop. Name That Tune. That's fun. That was a fun game. Did you guys ever play along with Name That Tune? I don't know if I was good at it. I was kind of young, but probably not very good at it. I'm not good with artists and song names. Not at all. Horrible at it. You tell me you're going to go see a concert and you're going to tell me the name of who it is. I'm going to ask, what do they sing? I have no clue. And I'm like, oh yeah, I love that song. Most of the time. I have no idea who these people are. It's just, I'm just not good at it. I try, but I was better at it when I was a kid. I guess it doesn't feel like it matters that much nowadays. I just listen to the radio and don't give it a lot of thought. I don't go to concerts, so I don't know what I'm missing out, I guess. I did get to see the Eagles. That was fun. I knew every single song. Just dropping some color in here. I'm not really caring where the color goes, because this one was kind of a mess anyway, so I think anything's going to be better than what it was. So there's some really cool design there. See that green in there? That's pretty cool. So we'll let that dry. And then, let's see. Let's go back to this one. This one's a hot mess. Which one was this one? I don't know. Actually, let's go back to this one, because this was the first one with dish soap. Did I do two with hand soap, maybe? I might have. I don't remember now. Because I know that one doesn't look very good. Looks like everything just kind of didn't work. Get some little bubbles on here too. Spread them out. Get some color. Let's do it. Get some teal in there. That blue. Yes. Actually, that looks kind of like the same color. Let's do a different blue. Oh, that might be the same color. Maybe not. Ooh, that's awesome. I like that. I'm going to put a little indigo in there because you know it's my favorite color. On this palette, at least. Not my favorite color ever, just on this palette. I love working with the indigo. Yep, that's left some really cool design. See how that does? And it's just kind of layering up. So we'll set that one aside. Let's work on the next one, which will be this hot mess. So what am I going to do with these? I'm going to make pages out of them. I'm going to use them for, I don't know exactly, pockets and corners and whatever journaling things I need. Just whatever, pretty much. You know, whatever we might need some background papers for would be cool. How can I get them off of there easier? I don't know. Let's get some pretty color going over here if I can. Maybe even here if I can get it before they all pop. Something about this page. Did I get anything out of it? Hopefully. Hopefully. Come on, paper. We're just going to set the, oop, there's a little bit of bubblage over here. Let's put something there. And while we're at it, let's put some of that color here. Ooh, yeah. There we go. That might be a good save right there. We're going to still build on it. Obviously, there's not much left, but I'm okay with that. Check that out. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead. There's some little bit of still on here. I'm going to kind of, oh shoot, I smeared it. Okay, so that's not a good idea, but we can cover it. It's okay. I can fix that too. Well, I'm not going to get much out of this one either, I don't think. But we're going to try. Let's put some green in there. Ooh, that's a cool funky green. I like it. I like where it's going. It's covering up some of that smear that I made. Hopefully. Nice. What do you guys think about this technique? Tell me. Are you going to give it a try? I kind of like how it's splattering outside too, like I splashed it. I kind of like that. I want some of this darker color right in here. I'm hoping it will kind of blend in there. Look at that. That is so cool. I'm having fun. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to remember not to smear it, not to wipe it. Okay, we're going to stick with blues on this one because it's just very oceany. And I'm going to kind of aim for some of these smaller bubbles at the edge. I'm going to try to get this corner over here and spread out this design a bit. Ah, the popped way too fast. Way too fast for me this time. I didn't get much added to it, did I? Maybe I can get some over here. Let's try over here on this side. I'm definitely making a mess, which will encourage me to clean my desk when we're done. There's nothing wrong with that. It smells so good too. It smells like dish soap. Surprise, surprise. Oh, I was going to stick with blue. Blue, blue, blue. Blue. Let's get some of that blue in there. That's cool. Okay, there's some more blue in there. I'm going to try to get up in here. We'll try with the sapphire color. Some of that stuck to the glass. See if I can get that back on the paper. Oh, you'll let me do that, but you won't let me put paint in you. Okay, I see how you are, Bubbles. Oh, that's cool. Nice. That's really nice. Okay, we're going to leave that alone for a little bit. Let's work on this one. I don't know what I'm aiming for on this one. Blues and greens it looks like. Got some earthy, brownish, greenish stuff going on there. So let's go back with this funky green. Because why not? Okay. Have I learned anything yet from this technique? Not really. I'm having fun though. I am having fun. That's what matters most. All right, let's go back to the blue. I probably learned something. I just don't know what it is. Maybe I'll have an answer later on. It'll teach us about color mixing somewhat, huh? Some of these colors look better together than others. Physics of bubbles. I don't know. What dish soap works best? See, I think this one's kind of a bust because it's got some funky color stuff going on. But it might be okay. There might be parts of it I really like. We'll find out. I'm going to put some over here. Let's use some of the smaller. We won't go too crazy on this side. The purple and the green, probably not a good choice. That's Color Theory 101 right there. Purple and green don't mix real well. See if we can salvage some of this paper though. Add some different colors in there. Okay. Yeah, this one's ugly. I'm not gonna lie, this one's ugly. So we'll just kind of play with it, see what happens. Put a little purple in this one too. All right, there's some fun, interesting stuff going on there. Let's see, which one is driest now? Ooh, so the, what's it called? The iridescent actually leaves a really cool mark on there. It's very, iridescent. I like it. It's very mermaid. Let's see if we can get some more of that on this one. We'll do purples and sapphire and get some small bubbles on there. See what we can do. That's kind of cool. See, if nothing else, I guess it's teaching me about my paint, and that's nice. I want to get some of that in there before it pops. I think the paint has to be really, really wet so it doesn't just pop the bubbles right away. I think that's one of the things I'm seeing. I do want to add some purple in there. And some blue. We're going to need some blue. Come on, bubbles. There we go. Let's try that. Put some more iridescent. The more I can get of that in there, the better this one is going to be, I think. Because that is a cool effect. I'm going to try to show it to you. I don't know how well it's going to come up on the camera, but I will definitely try to show it to you. Put some darker in there. Maybe some blue. Get some more iridescent. I love that. Alright, we'll set this one aside for a few. Neat, right? Alright, which ones can we do next? This one's turning out really cool. It's still got some, it's got a really neat design there. This is the indigo blues and greens. Reminded me a little bit of a turtle in the shape that it's in right now. See what we can do. Let's go back here. And it's popping way too quick again. Of course it is. Just trying to drop this at the edge of the bubbles so it kind of just slides down and makes this little pattern. Seems to work. Look at that. Neat how it's layering up. Okay. I think we're almost done with this experiment, you guys. Almost done. Oh, purple and green. Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. I dipped it in the wrong one. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just, yeah, not what I intended. Not at all. Look how some of that just slides across. It doesn't quite do what it's supposed to do or intended to do. Just slides. I think that's what happened to some of them. They just kind of slid instead of drying where they were with the color and the bubbles. I think that's what happened. You can kind of see how they're just popping and leaving that mark. But some of the bubbles will slide across and condense, and then they smear the paint, which is cool in its own way, but not the intention, of course. All right, let's do this one again. I think we're going to be just about finished. I feel like this is kind of a busted experiment. I don't think I quite got the results I wanted, but I got some cool ones. I got some stuff I can work with for sure. I think I want to try something too. Not quite what I wanted to do. Seem to have better results if I put the paint, just kind of drop it in closer to the base of the bubbles. You can kind of see the paint kind of going through the bubbles onto the paper. Just kind of sliding down. It's cool. See some teal in there. I will say you've got no control over this process, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to leave this one alone. See if we can get those lines to stay like that. That's pretty neat, right? Hopefully they won't roll off. Put that one there. I'm going to do a little bit more to this one. There's still some bubbles on here, but they're going to probably dry up and go away. So let's try to put a little bit more blue and teal on this one. I don't want to waste all this paper that doesn't have anything on it. I want to be able to use some of it. Let's drop some of that in there. Try to get a little bit more over here. Let's turn this around. Can't really smear it or tip it because then the bubbles will just slide the color across the page. That won't work. Ooh, purple. That's cool. Let's try some more over here. How are we doing there? Nice. Oops, get some of that iridescent color in here. That's really pretty. Alright, you guys, I think I'm done for now. I'm going to finish this up offline, off camera, and clean up and come back and show you what we can do with them. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so we're back and we've got some mixed results here. Some of them way better than others. Some of them are just this. So not super happy with this one. I'd say this one's a dud. There's probably something I can do. I can do some mixed media stuff on here and probably make it work. We're going to probably play with that. This one too, I like this one a little bit more than this one. But again, we can mix media and make something into something. And this one did some sliding around. I don't remember which ones were which, but obviously the purple and the green kind of did some funky stuff. But I think this might be a fun one to use for a Halloween something. So we'll use that. This one as well. There's some green in there and some grays and blues and purples. This one could be turned into some kind of a Halloween as well. This one was a lot of fun. This is the one we played with at the end. This one's got just a lot of different color on it. There's a texture on it too, you guys. There's like and there's the iridescent on this one. I don't know if you can see it in here. That's kind of cool. So I love how the bubbles just kind of form their own little thing. I like how it layered up as well. So that's kind of cool. And we've got this one. That one's kind of nice. I love the colors. And then this one. Pretty messy, but we're going to use something. We're going to make something out of these. I think I like this one the best. I think I like this one the absolute best. In fact, we're going to put this one in the journal. So So, yes, we've got to find something to do with it, right? And this journal has been all about learning and adding beautiful things and just, you know, lots of fun. So I think we're going to add this one in here. Perhaps here, let's see, how can we add this in here in such a way? Look how beautiful it matches with these colors. Isn't that gorgeous? Maybe we could just put a tag in there. It's so pretty the way it is, though. I can put it in here. Let's see how wide this would need to be. Let's trim it up a bit. I could potentially put some paper behind it too. And I'm thinking that simply because of the color, it's so stark white compared to the paper I've got in there. I may want to add something there. Let's add some, trim some of this white off. A little bit more of this. Let's go. Isn't that beautiful? See, when you frame it just right, you get some of that color in there. Looks like it was meant to be that way. In fact, I can use these pieces too. I like this piece. That's really pretty. We could use this as a border. Okay, some of these, let's see. Let's hold on to all of them. See this sitting here. That's kind of cool. I've got this paint chip that was just happened to be sitting here. Beautiful that is. Okay, let's around. I need a focal point though. This wouldn't necessarily be a focal point, or shouldn't be. Sorry, I'm just corner rounding. Kind of frame it. Best way to frame that, I think, is going to be by distressing. Kind of age it a little. We could even distress the edges with our distressing tool. Let's kind of get some of that in there. Should we distress it with a distressing tool? Put some book page behind it. That would be pretty. Okay, let's use that distressing tool. Make it look like it's been in here floating around a while. And let's see. Gosh, I love that. I feel like I just need a sentiment or something small on here. Just something that makes a statement. I don't know what though. Didn't think about that as I started. I kind of do like the idea of book page behind it though. I feel like that might bring out the print or the design a little bit. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Maybe not that one. That's different. That's like definitions and stuff. Just a page out of a book. Doesn't have to be particularly. Let's just see. I'm not committing yet. Let's just see. not certain that's the way to go. I feel like it does add something though, doesn't it? Definitely adds something. But if that's the case, I don't really need that. What I could do, how about let's put a C song behind it. How would that look? Let's just do that. Song like the ocean. A song about the ocean. How about that? Maybe it's a song about the ocean. And I put that on there a little crooked, but we're just gonna see how that goes. What if we do that? That's kind of nice. It's not a lot. Very noticeable. That's okay. Put some down here a little bit further out. Because it just needs to be a little bit of something poking out there. I think that's nice. Yeah. It still needs a sentiment. Don't get me wrong. But I think that is really nice. Okay. Or a butterfly, or it needs a focal point for sure. But I think that's one way we can use this in our journal. I haven't used my glue today. And sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do with these projects when I start them, so I'm not prepared to put anything on it yet. Ooh, you know what? We could look in our little box of butterfly tags right there. I feel like we did that the other day, though. Let's just put this right here. Just another fun experiment that we can use. Just hold it down for a minute there. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Love, love, love. Now what we can also do, oh, I have this one right here too. That was an experiment as well, wasn't it? Man, this has been a lot of learning going on. Lots of learning. I feel like I need another paper here. Let's see where's the pad? Where's that pad of paper? Right here. Ooh, here's some writing. I could use something like, oh, no, I know why I saved that one. Okay. Something to go right here. Could use that map, would be pretty. That would be pretty. I don't care for the maps as much, though. That would be, the colors are nice. No. That would be okay. This one. Let's put this one. I know this isn't what I got in here to do, but I'm doing it now. Because I was thinking about that pocket, and I need to put, I'll use some more of that paper on another page. Some more paint chips too. I'll have to see, they're right here in front of me. I'll just see if I have some colors that would fit better in here, because this is nice, but there they are. Let's see if we've got some blues that could go in here. It's carrot cake, creamy hot chocolate. That would be nice in here somewhere. This blue bayberry would be nice in here. Ooh, that would be pretty. Is that the same? No. Azalea leaf. Farm fresh. I don't want farm fresh because even just the word on there just looks different. I mean, sunstone, butterscotch, moss point green, aqua fiesta. That seems, ooh, an adventure. So those are all nice colors. These I kind of picked up. How about ponytail? These I kind of picked up for this purpose that I could use in here maybe. So I thought they would be kind of fun. We could actually do, oh, you know what? I know what to do with these. You guys, check this out. Look, we could just, where'd that piece go? Let's use that piece. Oh my gosh, we could, oh my gosh, okay. Let's make a little tablet or little paper sample. I feel like this is too wide though for this. Technically, I guess it's not. Oh my gosh, look, watch. We could put, this is probably too many though. We could put, maybe not that one. This one's throwing me off just a little. Ooh, yeah. Check this out, though. What if we did something like this and made just a sampler? And someone, the recipient, could come in and use these papers however they wanted to. Look at that. Too many? Too many. Should we use, let's get rid of, should we get rid of the brown? Or do I have too many blues? Oh, I love the blues. The green, blues, the browns. Let's just use these. So how do we do this? Okay, so this is how we do this. Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh, that's so pretty. But it's too tall. We're just going to use the 4. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a piece of tape at the top of each one of these. This is probably too thick. Let's try a smaller one. Is that smaller? That's smaller. That's small enough. Just at the top. I know, I'm off on a tangent. We were doing bubbles in water, and now I'm making things. Oh my gosh. This is just how my day goes, I guess. I still need to go to the store. I have so much to do, and I'm sitting here in my work uniform, i.e. my PJs, and I'm playing. And it's almost noon. It's almost noon, and I haven't got much done except for my videos and some watching videos. Got some more ideas, though. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take a piece of, I think I want this one at the bottom. I like this direction. We're going to take a piece of, I don't want to use the page that's in there because then they'd have to rip it out to use it. I want to take a piece of paper, preferably a cardstock piece of paper that I might have sitting right here by me if maybe, or not, or watercolor paper. I really want to use watercolor paper, it's too thick. I could use this cardstock. I don't want to use that cardstock. That's messed up. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Got a great piece of cardstock. It doesn't have to be much. Ooh, or silver. This would work. This would work beautifully, actually. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to, I'm nervous. We are going to line this up along there, because I know this edge is straight, even if this one's not. And I want to lay this one so that it does not catch on the blue one. Just needs to go up just a little bit. It needs to be in line with that one. So we've got just a little bit of room down here. Do this one. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then this one. Right there. So now we've got a little notebook or a little tablet of papers. These will fit nicely, and I'm going to trim that part off. Actually, I'm going to trim it off just a little bit. And we're going to put this one up here. Look at that. I love it. Okay. And this one we're going to actually glue. I guess I could have taped it. There's a little color sampler. There we go. Look at that. And now, please tell me this fits. Please tell me it fits. It's too tall. That's awesome. Actually, it doesn't bother me. It's a little bit too tall, and that's okay. I think we're going to clip it in. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm okay with it. It's going to be great. It's got this stuff on the... I don't care about that. I really don't. How fun is that? Alright, so there's another part. It'll have to go back in here somewhere. But I'll clip that one in too. Just on the side, or... I've got another clip. Where is it? I threw it over here last night. I don't know. But I'm going to clip it in. I think it's awesome. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Thanks for all your kind words and your comments and your support. Couldn't do this without you. I really, really appreciate all your love. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.